If you were hit by the Google Core update in May of 2020 and your sites took a hit in the rankings and the traffic and all that sort of stuff, watch this video because I'm going to be explaining ways that you can correct that situation. My name is Vitaly and I create videos on subjects like affiliate marketing, SEO, and so on and so forth. I run several sites and make a full-time income from it, mainly through affiliate marketing. And I was hit by the Google Core update. So were many other people. And if you don't already know about what's going on, Google releases updates several times a year, sometimes publicly, sometimes privately, where they basically create new standards for what they consider to be eligible for websites to reach the top page. And when they make these updates occur, a lot of sites take a huge hit, millions and millions of websites, especially affiliate websites such as my own. In fact, let me show you an example. So this is a Google Search Console page, which basically tells me how one of my websites is doing, specifically on Google. And this is traffic that I was getting organically from Google until the update hit, and then this downturn happened. It's almost like a roller coaster. It went all the way down. Well, not all the way down, but 50% down. And I lost 50% of my traffic, and then it slowly started to improve, and so on and so forth. And the thing that you need to understand is that if you're not doing anything black hat with your website, with your blog, even if you're an affiliate, doesn't matter. If you're not doing anything black hat, you don't really have to worry about these Google Core updates as being a punishment upon you. Many times, very good websites with good quality content and things that meet the Google standards for being really high up on the Google search, they still get hit, including my own, including people that I know. And the reasons that they get hit is because this is just a way that Google shakes things up to let other sites kind of rise up as well. And most of the time, if you have good quality content and you have a very fast website, these two components will really help your site climb back out of the hit that a Google Core update does. So if you got hit by it and you're not breaking any rules by doing anything black hat, you have a good site speed on your website, and your site is mobile friendly, you have good quality content, you don't really have to worry about it. These things fix itself. If you take a hit, don't expect that hit to be permanent, because very often it takes weeks for these Google Core updates to roll out. So if you took a hit, there's a high possibility that it may bottom out and start to go back up. And that's what's going on with some of the sites that I have. I've been hit by Google Core updates before, and generally speaking, there are three very good things that you can do in order to improve that. I mean, I've taken lessons from these hits, and they've made me hedge my online business in a way where if I take these hits, I don't suffer too much. So I want to share these tips with you, and I also include a link below this video to other resources that will really help you if you're already suffering from the Google Core to kind of make corrections to help improve that. The first thing is, if you have content on your website and articles, blog posts, whatever the case is, that took a hit in the rankings, go through those posts, improve the quality of the content, add more images that are not too big, because images can actually slow down the site speed, but add more images, space out your paragraphs so they're easier to read, make that content much better. One thing that I really talk about when I create my videos is that if you're going to create good content, create it on something that you actually know a lot about, because the better you know the subject that you're writing about, the better it is that you'll be able to write content on it in the first place. So that'll basically increase the quality of that content. In addition, you also want to add things like featured images. You also want to add more interlinks to other parts of your website. A lot of people don't do that, especially affiliates. So if you're somebody that has an affiliate page and you have an article that has nothing but affiliate links on it, I wouldn't recommend doing that in the future. Make changes to that particular article, add more links to other parts of your website, not necessarily affiliate links, and then let Google know that you made improvements. And here's how you do that. So if I go back to this particular page, and this particular site has over 900 posts. And one thing that I do is each time that I correct a post, I'll go up here and I will paste one of these posts that I corrected, and I will do what's known as a URL inspection. And in order to do URL inspections or use what I just showed you, you have to be connected to what's known as Google Webmaster Tools. And once you do a URL inspection, it basically is a fast way to say, hey Google, I made improvements to my content, check this out. It's one of the best ways to make corrections to old pages. As I'm going through all of my old pages right now and making the updates and corrections, I see that a lot of my old content has been very shitty, and that's one of the reasons why it wasn't ranking well. And those are the first pages that are going to take a hit when Google Core updates happen in general. So make corrections to these things, let Google know about it through this URL inspection that I just gave you, and then continue from there and just leave it alone. blog more often, maybe 2-3 times a week about content that you know a lot about. Improve the titles that you have in your blog post. Let me just give you some examples of that. Here's a website I have. It's called Helping Hand Affiliate. It's set to be my main site in the coming future. One of the keywords I was targeting was affiliate marketing case studies. And a lot of people who see a keyword like this, they're just going to make their title affiliate marketing case studies. It's boring. People don't really like to read that sort of stuff. So you want to dress up your titles if you aren't already doing that. It's another form of improving content. And one way I did that was I said 7 successful affiliate marketing case studies. Copy this. And notice how I'm doing all these nice, I'm interlinking, I'm doing all these nice H2 tags over here. Just basically it reads so much easier than for many people that are just blogging with huge chunks of text. So these are just different ways that you can improve the content. That's step one. Step two is you want to diversify. And if you already have a site that took a Google core hit and you don't have something like a YouTube channel, I would honestly start one and basically create video content on the same subject matter as you're creating blog content on and link them together. So if I go to my page over here, you'll notice 7 affiliate marketing case studies. I have a video that I made on YouTube and I talk about pretty much the same sort of subject. Now, if you're going to make YouTube videos on the same subject as what you're making content on in your blogs, don't duplicate it in the sense that you're saying the exact same stuff that you're saying in your YouTube video. Kind of like paraphrase it and make it a little bit different. And then take your YouTube videos and link them to the blog post that you're creating. It'll give it a good backlink. It'll help it rise back up in the rankings. And that's one of the things that I've been doing and I recommend you do as well. And third and final thing is speeds. Speeds are very important for a website. If you have a very low speed, and the way to check is you can go to a place called Google Insights and you can check out any pages of your site, blog, whatever the case is. If they're getting low mobile scores and low desktop scores, that will impact ranking. One of the things that Google has been doing in the past few years is they've been looking a lot at how fast a site loads, because the slower a site loads, the worse it is for the user experience. So if you have a site that's loading slowly and it's getting scores of like 40 or 50 on mobile and desktop, you need to improve that. One of the ways to improve that is to get things like better hosting, less plugins if you're using WordPress, delete big chunks of themes that you may have on your WordPress site. Just basically, there's a lot of clutter that may be on your site right now that is impacting the speed of it, and that's also impacting the way the user sees it as well. Now, if you have shitty hosting and you want to move to something better, one thing I can recommend is the hosting that I use, which is Wealthy Affiliates Hosting. It's a program that taught me Wealthy Affiliate. You can join it and learn about that kind of stuff. But if you upgrade to their premium service, they offer free hosting, but that free hosting is very high quality. Let me just show you for a moment what that looks like. If I go to my website details for helpinghandaffiliate.com, this is in the Wealthy Affiliate program. If I scroll down, see how it says Site Plus? And I have a thing called Site Speed, Site SSL, and Site Protect. These are all on. And for the site speed, to get better rankings and better engagement and all this stuff, I click this to extreme, and that improves my site speeds a lot. So if you're looking for good hosting for a pretty good price, Wealthy Affiliate would be something that I'd recommend, and I will leave a link to it below this video. But generally speaking, these are the 3 major things. Like I said before, improve the content quality. I gave you a bunch of examples of that. Diversify by creating a YouTube channel if you haven't already done that. And the third thing is have better hosting, have your website load faster by removing the clutter, maybe making images smaller if you already have big images on your site to make the website work faster. These 3 things will generally be what will help your site rise back up. I've been doing this, and I've taken hits from Google before from their updates, and I have seen improvement by making these very same changes that I just talked about. I'm doing it actively. I recommend you do it as well. If you have questions about that, you're welcome to ask me. I will include a link below this video to that Wealthy Affiliate program that I said has great hosting. If you're interested in that, you can check it out, or if it's training on affiliate marketing or having better website rankings, they provide that as well. And in general, I will also include a link to my website, Helping Hand Affiliate, which talks about the subject a bit more in depth if you need more help, more resources. Aside from that, thank you so much for checking out this video. Don't worry about the Google Core update penalizing your site, because it's not really a penalty. It's just something that happens across the board. It's not the end of the world. You can make improvements, and I've given you some examples of that. Thanks for watching.